ओ मेरे जूते में ओ मेरे जूते में तू छलके दो रे कभी असली में छलके दो रे हज़मी हज़मा में फर्क दो रे ओ मेरे जूते में
Not a believer of traditional advertising, Puma undertakes new age methodologies of which content marketing is an important part. Abhishek Ganguly, Managing Director Puma India, tells Buzzin Content in a video interview series, Republic TV Presents Engage, that being relevant, topical and relatable is the key to great content marketing. Sometime back, dipping into India's street culture, the brand produced a rap music video titled Suede Gully to promote its range of footwear collection called Suede.
Hindustan.
How has the changing consumer behavior pushed brands to expand their focus on content marketing?
I think there's a lot of change in the last 3-4 years in the way consumers behave, the way consumers discover products, put brands in their consideration set, then finally go and make the purchase decision. And then with regards to staying with the brand or coming back to the brand or not coming back to the brand, this entire process changed drastically. And a lot of people are today moving to social and digital media for information and knowledge and consumption, and hence content marketing has become extremely critical because it's now a part of engaging the customers and getting into the consideration set of the consumers.
How focused is Puma on content marketing versus regular advertising?
I must say that we believe in new age marketing, futuristic marketing, and which primarily means that our belief in traditional ways to market is not very strong, if I may put it like that. And hence we believe in being very relevant to our consumers, engaging our consumers, and that the way that happens is telling stories. I think telling stories is very important because that's the only way you can stay relevant with your consumers. Hence content becomes a critical piece because how do you tell stories? And you tell stories through right content. You engage your consumers through right content. So I think storytelling is our approach, and hence traditional media is not our go-to media, but digital media is our go-to media for that.
Why do we see more and more brands hopping onto music bandwagon these days?
Not in the case of sports, but definitely with regards to street culture marketing. Music has an extremely important role to play. Music really transcends all barriers of the society. That's something on which the entire, it moves cultures. And I think that's why music is getting integrated to content.
What is the theme around which Puma creates content?
One thing which is a part of our content strategy is that we need to be relevant and relatable, and always pick topics which are interesting and topical, and have a point of view which our consumers and our users can relate to. So that is overall our content approach. The other thing that we always keep in mind is that is the content something that that people have a point of view on and hence will engage with. So that's our content strategy.
Is generating sales leads an important objective when Puma undertakes the content marketing route?
Content, whether it is for sales or whether it is brand, I think that's if I take a step back, I have a bit broader view on that. I think there was this research which said that today, if there are 91% of the brands disappear suddenly, people won't miss them. So actually, there are only 9% of the brands available in the consumer space, which people would miss, which means that they are relevant. So forget sales. I mean, if brands don't tell the right stories, brands don't engage the consumers and is relatable, I think they will cease to exist because they will become irrelevant. So it's not a question of whether it is for sales or whether it is for brand or whatever. I think relevance and futuristic relevance is the question, and relatability is a more important thing. So brands need to tell stories through right content to stay relevant and to exist. Sales will happen only if brands exist.
Puma's content marketing strategy is renowned internationally. When can we see the same replicating in India?
It's already getting replicated. It's already there. We stand for a content, like I said, has a take on anything which is relevant, which is around culture, music, art, sports, and we want to have always generating something interesting and topical, create a kind of intrigue in the minds of our consumers. Also, content which is very interesting, and that's very, very relevant.
Do you think the lack of tools and methods to measure the effectiveness of content is holding back brands from investing in content marketing?
Today, a lot of people are still naysayers as far as content marketing is concerned, but I would not blame that to tools. To be honest, content marketing has, because it's primarily used on digital platforms, it has a far better accountability on what it achieved than traditional media. Traditional media, it's impossible to measure any kind of indicator on what it exactly generated, right? So I think that the tools, yes, they can be better, but the tools that exist already are far better when you compare it to traditional media. So I don't think that's holding people back. I think what's holding people back is just the inertia or their mindset or the approach of what really is impactful or what works. And I think a lot of people stick to traditional ways of advertising because that's what worked for them 6 years back or 10 years back. I think the way marketers have to look at it is that what will work now or what will work 2 years later. Hence, content marketing will come to the fore in the part of brand strategy.
Why don't we see brands using celebrities more in their content initiatives in comparison to ads?
I can only talk for Puma, and I think our association with whichever, whether it is somebody as big and it doesn't get bigger than Virat Kohli, whether it is Virat Kohli, or it is our association with someone who might not be have a huge social following, but might be what is today called micro-influencer. And this entire range of whoever we have associated with, we've always used them for social content. And in fact, if you look at Virat's own social media, he's with the brand that he really loves and he really likes. That's so visible on his social media. And also for us, like if you look at our Instagram handle, we are constantly using our brand assets and celebrities and personalities we are associated with. And anyways, we don't do traditional advertising, so our use is anyways for content for social media and for digital platforms.
Do you believe that influencers have more impact than celebrities when it comes to content marketing?
Absolutely. No, actually, you know what? It's not influencers versus celebrities. Celebrities are also influencers. It's just that their range of influence is far higher because of the following that they have, right? It is how large is their following, right? Celebrities are also influencers. They are social influencers. How I'm going to take that question is that I would say that having a large influencer and having a small influencer, a micro influencer, both are extremely critical for a brand. Also depends on their objective, but both are equally important. Because sometimes micro influencers are the people who really give credible content out, because they that's far more organic, I would say, in the way their content comes out, and hence is very integral to a brand's development. But also sometimes when you are a large brand like us, you will also need larger influencers. You will definitely, Virat Kohli has a role to play with Puma's growth, but not at the cost of not having partners who have 1,000 followers on their Instagram. They're also equally important.
Republic TV presents Engage, a video interview series brought to you by Buzz and Content.